I really believe one of my missions in life is to increase love in the world, one heart at a time. And I really believe that one of the purposes for which we came on this planet is to learn how to love and be loved in greater ways, in deeper ways. And we're not born with these skill sets. We're not born with relationship knowledge. We learn it. We either learn it through trial and error, or we learn it through study, we learn it through mentorship, or we learn it through amazing classes like this. And so I've spent the last 12 years of my life really deep dive study into what creates phenomenal relationships. Not just romantic relationships, but relationships with family, relationships with coworkers, also romantic relationships. What is it that binds us together, and what is it that gets in our way? And so right now, I invite you to bring to mind one relationship that you would love to improve. This might be a relationship that you're currently experiencing some disconnection, maybe some conflict in that relationship. You would love a healing in that relationship. Or it might be a relationship that's going really well and you want to go even better. So from good to great, or from great to greater. So bring to mind, what is a relationship you're going to focus on? And then as we go through the training here tonight in this class, hold that relationship in mind, apply the principles, the tools to that relationship. And that's how you're going to gain the most value from the concepts that we're exploring. I love this definition of communication. I think this is the most brilliant definition I've ever heard, by Marshall Thurber. The meaning of your communication is the response you get. How often have we said in an interaction, well, I told them, they should know, I told them. How many of you have ever said that? Someone didn't get it right, they didn't hear you, they didn't listen, but you were clear in your communication. The challenge is, if we don't get the result that we want, as a brave thinker, we look at, it's not that we let people off the hook, people have to be accountable. But the challenge is there a way we can communicate that isn't just clear, but that's impossible to misunderstand? The first step for seeking to connect is to validate the experience. So if someone comes to you, and whether it's a man or a woman, the first step is to validate the experience they're having. And so I'm going to challenge each and every one of you. And this is a big time challenge. If someone comes to you and they are upset, they're angry, they think you did something wrong, they're blaming you for something, the human response is to get defensive and to defend our own position because we want to validate our own position. So I challenge you, before you get defensive or before you try to fix something, to just simply say this: what I hear you saying is, and just reflect back what they're saying to you. It's one of the most challenging things to do in a relationship when there's a heated moment or an argument or a tense moment. But it's also the thing that turns a barrier into a bridge. Because the moment that person feels understood, that you understand what they're saying, the fastest way to do that is simply to reflect what they're saying back to them. What I hear you saying is that you feel really frustrated because this didn't get done, and you were expecting this to get done, you wanted it to get done, you knew that it was mine to get done and it's not done, and you feel really angry about this. And the moment they feel heard and understood, you will literally see a physical change in them. They'll often take a deep breath, they'll relax more, they'll create an opening, and then that opening is that place where you can connect. So I challenge you this week, try this on, experiment with this. Instead of going to defensiveness, lead with validation. What I hear you saying is, you don't have to agree with them, they don't have to even be right. You're not saying I agree with you, you're not saying they're right, you're simply reflecting back what they are saying. And we call this jumping in the puddle. Jumping in the puddle. That means you understand, have compassion for what they're going through. And after you say, do you feel like I've heard you? They'll often say yes. And you say, well, tell me more. Is there anything else? This is something that a very small percentage of the population know how to do this. And the ones who know how to reflect back, those individuals who can reflect back what their partner is saying and then say, tell me more, those are the people who have the deepest relationships, because they don't get rattled by conflict. They don't get rattled by the moment, but they're able to transcend that moment and move to connection.